Hey guys, SK here, back with another Clash Royale video. Hope you guys are all doing well. In today's video, I'm once again back on top ladder, Path of Legends Ultimate Champion League with 3.0 Xbow Cycle, trying to continue the top 1000 streak. So, in yesterday's video, I pushed up to about 2450 rating points in Ultimate Champion, putting me at about top 875-ish in the world. And in today's video, I'll be going for about 2550 rating points or so if I can. Just continuing the grind because it is Friday now, it is getting pretty close to end season, and so I would just like to get a nice ladder push and probably a nice finish. So looks like we're up against LavaLoon for the first match here. If you guys missed the announcement in yesterday's video, I am basically all done with my first semester of university, which is really hype, and I'm really excited because it obviously means I'm going to have a break now. I'll have a lot of time to make more content, to play more Clash, generally just have more time to myself, and so I figured, you know, a nice goal to go with that would be a top 1000 ladder finish to kick it off. So I'd like to go for one if I can. We do see a lava coming down. I'm just going to Tesla, and my cycle's pretty messed up. I think I will actually show you guys a fun little trick against LavaLoon here. It's a King Tower activation, bit unconventional, but if you go for your Xbow like this after the balloon takes the Tesla out, you can actually get a King Tower activation. He goes for a freeze. I'm just going to fireball the pups. LavaLoon freeze is interesting, but as you guys can see, the balloon does go to the King Tower, and that's going to activate, which is going to be crucial and probably good game already because, quite frankly, King Tower activation is so key and huge for the Xbow player against LavaLoon. I mean, it's going to help against the lava pups, going to help against the balloon on defense, just so many things. So, honestly, I do think it's over at this point. Great start. Unfortunately, I had to waste my Xbow, but I think it's not really a big deal. I mean, my cycle was pretty messed up from going in early, so I think that was a pretty good outcome, all things considered. But yeah, I would like to get a top 1000 finish if I can. I don't think the meta is very conducive for Xbow right now. I believe that it is doable because, of course, we have Evo Archers in here, and Evo Archers are extremely strong. I'm going to Xbow predicting a LavaLoon. Goes for the Eye Dragon instead, so he will have his Evo Barbs ready to shut this down. Honestly, that's fine. I'm actually going to go for my Evo Archers here, and Knight to block the Eye Drag too. Does go for a pretty good LavaLoon, blocking the Evo Archers from sniping that Inferno Dragon. But Tesla, unfortunately for him, targets the Skelly Drags first, which is huge, and Evo Archers are still alive. Wow, that's just going to melt the entire push. I'm just going to pre-Tesla and then go in once the push is dead, and I still have an Evo Archer counter pushing, so this is looking really good. I think he is back to Barbs now. Yeah, he is. I'll just log Archers. Don't really want to fireball. I'd rather cycle. As you guys can see, I've already played 3 cards. I'm already back to my next Xbow. So I'm going to give the good game because, like, he should give up here. But if he doesn't, you know, I have another Xbow and cycle, and that's the benefit of going, like, you know, Archer's Spirit log as opposed to just fireballing the Barbs. You get to cycle to your Xbow much faster, and now he does not have Goblins, or Barbs rather, in cycle. He has Goblins, but just Goblins, so I'll log them off. That'll be another small lock. He has to freeze, which you never really want to do as a LavaLoon player. Like, that kind of freeze is so bad. And I'll just honestly go in again in a second here. I'll just let the Skelly Drags die first. I always like to go for my Teslas first, and then Xbow, as you guys noticed. In these instances, I'll go for my Evo Archers. They will melt the Eye Drag. Okay, that's actually not in power shot range, unfortunately. But still, you know, the arrow's not going to be enough to take them out. And I mean, the game is still over. Like, he's alive, but he's gotten no damage on my tower. Even if he got close, you know, I do have the King Tower activation to help me out. But honestly, again, it is just pretty much good game once the activation is done. Anyways, it's still a pretty good matchup, you know. I literally have not taken, like, any damage. He does get a pretty good freeze in. I actually missed the balloon with a fireball, but Knight does take the tower. So that's going to be GG against Lava Freeze for the first match. Kind of an unconventional one, but I will take it for the first win of the video. Alright guys, winner game against John Loves Queen. Let's see what he's going to be running here. And yeah, I started at 2420, so I lost 1 from the last match, or last video rather, but I still think it's fine. I'll go for about 2550. I'm about top 1.25k in the world right now, 1250. I'll Xbow. He goes for a Mega Knight. Okay, so not staying true to his name, I guess. I mean, his name would imply Queen, but I'll still Knight, and then Skeletons for the Bandit, and that Skeleton's placement will allow the Bandit to walk, not dash, onto the tower. Now he is staying true to his name with the Archer Queen, but I still get a small Xbow lock. I'm going to have to go Archers, though, because the Queen is going to stay alive. I'll just go for my Archers now, and it looks like Mega Knight Wallbreakers, to be honest. He does go for a Zap. Honestly, I feel like this might be it if I can get this punish right, because he's not back to Mega Knight or Archer Queen. He's like 2 off Mega Knight and 3 off Archer Queen right now. So I believe this should be pretty solid. He can't really cycle back to an MK, so I'll hover my Knight, and log the Wallbreakers. Oh, I messed that up, man. Oh, that is really unfortunate, guys, because I had to log first. I thought he would bandit and then Wallbreakers, because just Wallbreakers, they're susceptible to a log. But if I logged first, I probably would have taken tower or close to it, or at least forced out a lot more elixirs. That was kind of on me, actually. That was my bad. Yeah, he gives the oops. I assume that's on my behalf, because that is an oops from my end, honestly. But if you guys do enjoy the videos, please make sure to like and subscribe. I've actually been doing pretty well with my channel growth recently. You know, it slowed down a little bit, but we are staying strong at about 31.4k subscribers right now. So any support would mean a lot. You know, lots of viewers, if you look at the statistics, they do like to watch and not subscribe. So if you guys do enjoy this type of top ladder gameplay, or just my gameplay in general, feel free to show some support. I think he just lost, by the way. I was actually really excited. Okay, that was a pretty bad log, I guess, because that wasn't going to stop the Wallbreakers either way, but just wanted to. Then I'll Ice Spirit for the Queen, Skeletons for the MK, and that is going to be GG pretty much. I was honestly really waiting for him to go for a Queen in the back. That was like crucial and like exactly what I was looking for, because there's an elixir trick. So you know the 4 elixir rule against Golem, right? They play a 4 elixir troop in the back, you Xbow opposite, they can't Golem in time. Well, same rule applies for MK and 5 elixir troops. For example, Ram Rider, Archer, Queen, Prince. So when he went Queen the back, I went Xbow. He couldn't afford an MK in time for my Xbow, actually, so that's why I was really looking forward to him going for a Queen like that. Anyways, he does go for the arrows. I'll go for my Knight, Ice Spirit for the Queen, and I think I'm okay. I have my Evo Archers ready. I'll log all of this, Knight for all of that too, and okay, wow, did I just lose, guys? Oh my god, I think I just choked to the Evo Bats. Oh, no way, wow, that is... Oh my god, I literally just lost to the bat. So I think my misplay was I had to fireball there. That is a bit unfortunate, but honestly, it's on me, so we'll move on. Alright guys, so on a game against Waka Loves FY. That is unfortunate, but I think I will keep that loss in the video because I basically have the game won. I also get a lot of comments saying, you know, can you include losses in the videos? So hopefully that like caters to all of you guys that have been asking for that. But yeah, my main misplay there was again pretty much just not fireballing the Evo Bats. You know, I logged the Bandit and Prince, which didn't really get me the value I needed. I honestly could have afforded to take like 2,000 damage and still been fine. So I should have just saved up for a fireball and fireballed the Evo Bats off. That's definitely what I should have done. I believe even with their ability, they should not survive a fireball. At least I really hope not. But we're against Recruits right now. Recruits arrows, not looking like a great sign. We did defend that pretty much perfectly though, but looks like it's going to be Goblin Giant, honestly, because if you see Recruits and Fishermen, most likely it's going to be this like Goblin Giant Pomp deck. Goes for an LP as well. I'll just stack my Archers because he just uses arrows, so he can't really do anything about Archers in the same lane. And I'll go for an Xbow with them because I think I've outcycled the Recruits when the Skeletons log for everything, and that should be a lock actually. Really bad rage. Like I can see what he was going for, but I mean the push died, so that was pretty good for me. And he does pump to punish, but I'm not too low in elixir. I can't afford to fireball the pump. That being said, I'm probably down like 2 or 3 elixir right now because he pumped when I was at like 5, so I'm already down like 1. And then a fireball against the pump is unfortunately a -1 trade, guys. That's kind of tough, so that's gonna put me down even more. Now I think he has Evo Recruits in cycle. Yeah, so I'm down like 4 because I was at 7 when he went Recruits the back, and now he's going to get 1 more from that elixir pump. So I'm down like 4. Let me see if I can defend while down elixir, though. That is like a specialty you have to master as an Xbow player, just defending while down elixir. Goes for the Goblin Giant. All Knight, same lane as a Goblin Giant. Skeletons to tank for these Recruits. And as you can see, the Evo Archers are putting in quite a lot of work, actually. They are great against Recruits. Like, I'm going to have to log all of this back. Let me just log, and I'll take some chip in the right, but honestly, I think I'm okay with that interaction. And my Evo Archer is counterputting. He's going to have to respond to it with something. Goes Goblins low. Okay, I mean, that's just going to be 3 dead Goblins. I could go in. Honestly, I think I will. Don't think he's back to his Goblin Giant. He's back to Recruits, though, so that's going to be a bit of a pain. But I'll just Knight. I'll try and defend this. I don't want to Fireball. Like, I really want to Fireball that, but I don't think it's worth it. I think I just have to let this Xbow die. That's kind of what you have to do in this matchup, guys. It's annoying, but you cannot overcommit to Xbows in this matchup, because if you're down Elixir, they're just going to steamroll you, so you can't really afford to, like, overcommit that much. I'll Ice Spirit to support the Archers, just goes for arrows on everything, that's fine. I'll reset, and honestly, this is just going to come down to spell cycle, I think. Like you guys saw, I'm going to Fireball the Fisherman. He goes for Recruits in front, might Goblin Giant, but I'll just go for my Archers, and I think I'm still fine, honestly. I'll log all of this back. Yeah, Evo Archers are putting in so much work, and as you can see, it's very crucial as well, because he actually has to go for arrows plus rage every single time, which is a -2 trade for him. So He never really likes going for that negative elixir trade, of course. Gonna Ice Spirit to predict the Goblin Giant. There it is. Gonna go for my Knight. Archers, he does not have arrows in cycle, I believe. Oh, he probably does now that he went Goblins and Fishermen. I was hoping he didn't, though. And yeah, I think pressure is still pretty important in this matchup. A log. Oh, wow, that was beautiful timing. I honestly did not expect that to work after I looked at the health of the Goblin Giant. But, yeah, honestly, pressure is important in this matchup because you don't want to get overwhelmed. You don't want to let them just spam the whole game and, like, overwhelm you. If you have to defend 24/7, you know, you're eventually going to make a mistake, most likely, or they're just going to get some lucky interaction and you might just lose. So I'd rather, like, minimize the chances of that happening. I'll also go for my Knight because I believe, yeah, that LP is out of range of the Tesla. I'm still, like, consistently down about 200, which is fine. Honestly, I'm just going to start fireballing tower and triple. Log that, and Evo Archers, as you can see, are putting in work. He does rage trying to hit the tower, which is honestly a good play because he needs damage. But the Archers are still putting in work, and I'm honestly just going to fireball because he has no Evo recruits in cycle to punish me. And I also just got a nice defense with a counter push of 2 Evo Archers. Oh, terrible little prince. Look at that. It's going to die to the Evo Archer. Beautiful. And so... yeah, those Evo Archers got so much value. I'll go for my Archers early. Tesla, he can arrows if he wants. That's honestly fine. I'm just trying to cycle back to my Evo Archers as soon as I can. And then I'll Skeletons too. And I could honestly just Fireball again. I could Xbow, but I think I'll just chill. Yeah, actually I'm not even going to Fireball because, yeah, he's back to his recruits. He's probably going to punish. I think I can just go for, like, one more Fireball close to the end of the match. I'll go for my Evo Archers. Second Tesla is back. Knight is back to tank for the Tesla. And he does go for the arrows, but he also rages, but he is still down. And that's still going to be one Fireball log. Oh, also lets the Archer get a hit. That is a big mistake in of itself. But Fireball log, Knight to tank, and it's a good game. That Goblin Giant is not going to reach my tower in time. So as you guys can see, that was basically my game plan the whole time. Pretty much just chill. Pressure sometimes to not let him break through. I'm also going to BM because he was BMing like the whole game. He's playing such a toxic deck. But the plan was basically to win with Spell Cycle at the very end, which I think is the goal in that matchup now. So it's a pretty annoying matchup, but you can win if you outplay them as the Xbow player, which I did just now, so hopefully that helps you guys with that. Alright guys, one off from 2500 though, with a really nice win against Goblin Giant. So let's see what we can do here. Gonna split my Archers first play. Pretty good starting hand. I have an Xbow to punish whatever he does. If he goes for something in the back, he's not going for anything, so I'll actually just Xbow regardless. And let's see what he wants to respond to this with. Goes for a Golem. Okay, so Golem is honestly a matchup I'm pretty comfortable with. In this instance, when they Golem on your Xbow and single, you go for a Tesla in this placement. As you can see, it's like a low safe Tesla. So it's going to attack the Golem while it's on the Xbow, but it's also going to be a low enough Tesla to the point where it's going to, like, stay alive and help defend, you know, after the Xbow dies, which is much better than an Xbow at the bridge. Like Xbow Tesla at the bridge, you never do that against Golem, pretty much ever. So just teaching you guys some placements there. And now I honestly have him in a pretty good spot because I can go split Archers again. If he doesn't respond to one of them, I can go Xbow, and he gives me the split Archers anyways with the Skelly Drags. And now I can go in because I don't think he's back to Golem, right? So whatever he goes for, you know, I will have a pretty decent opportunity. So I'm just going to go in right now. He is smart to be leaking Elixir. He goes for the Barbs. Okay, E-Drag. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to let this go, and I'm going to get a King Tower activation out of this. So honestly, I'm very happy with this interaction. You know, I'm not going to get any tower damage, but this is a really good situation. I've started activating off the first E-Drag hit now. So 1, 2, 3, 4 tower hits, and that is the timing you guys want to use to activate King off an E-Drag. If you're wondering, I usually go for the rhythm where I get, you know, 2 E-Drag hits, or I let the E-Drag hit once, and then I activate off the second one. Honestly, good Golem, because I wanted him to, like, respond. I was going to Xbow and then abuse Evo Archers to break through, but he just goes Golem, shutting that possibility down. Nonetheless, I'm still going to Evo Archers in the corner to maximize their power shot potential right now. They're going to come down and destroy and melt everything, both the Golem and the Lumberjack, and then I can go in with the Archers, full HP, super healthy, counter pushing, and he's in trouble now. Gonna Ice Spirit for the Barb Barrel, gonna Fireball. Oh, Ice Spirit jumps onto the Barbs, that's amazing, and that is honestly a good game at this point. Like, even if he goes E-Drag, Skelly Drags, the Evo Archer is gonna melt that, so that was a really good punish on my end. You know, good Golem on him, like on his end to stop the Evo Archers from making an opportunity in single, but I still capitalized on them counter pushing and was still able to break through. So nice win against Golem. Looks like he's playing Golem Pump, but didn't really get to Pump ever. So yeah, again, I'm pretty familiar and comfortable with that matchup, especially if you get a King Tower activation early on. I believe with Evo Archers, you should not be losing that matchup as an Xbow player. If you get a King Tower activation, you're even. But that's going to be 2,500, top 1,052, so one more for top 1K. Alright guys, found a game against a Japanese player. I've lost a few and come back again. I'm back at 2,500 now, so, just going to be pretty much one win away from top 1k. I think I'll go for 2 more wins though for the video, just because 2,550 is going to be a nice round number. So I'll go for my skeletons to protect my archers. Archer snowball. Could be balloon, arrows. Okay, looks bad. I'm actually just going to Xbow. I want to find out what he has, but I have a bad feeling it's going to be giant graveyard. Goes for a Dark Prince LP. I'm going to fireball that actually, because that's a really good fireball. Ice Spirit as well. Sadly did not retarget the LP. It has a lot of range, but that is a lot of damage still. Goes for archers, honestly well played. I was hoping he would let everything go, but he does not. But that is going to be a lot of damage coming in. 1,000 damage, honestly. Cannot really discount that. That is a lead that you kind of need against a hard matchup like Giant Graveyard. Definitely going to be Giant Graveyard after seeing the Dark Prince as well, because there's like no other decks that run Dark Prince, Arrow, Snowball. These days anyway. Gonna knight the back as he goes for a giant. I'm actually gonna Xbow because he has to play something in front. I don't think he has anything good in cycle actually, so yeah, he has like arrows, snowball, minions, graveyard. I think that was his exact cycle, if I'm not mistaken. So really good punish actually on my end. That being said, I'm down elixir now, so it's gonna be a bit tricky to defend this giant graveyard push. He does go for the graveyard. I'll go for my archers. Ice Spirit for the LP. A few tiles away to hopefully tank 2 hits. Okay, not far enough. Goes for a snowball. Honestly, misplay, because he should have gone arrows. Okay, speaking of misplay, that was a really bad log. I kind of panicked. I thought the LP would be going crazy, so that's my bad. Yeah, he gives the oops for me. Thank you very much for that. We're still up 500, which is okay, but honestly, I don't really like the look of this. Giant Graveyard with Evo Archers. At least he doesn't have a bowler, it looks like. That would have made things like 100-0. I don't think it's 100-0 after not having a bowler there, but still don't really like how this is shaping up. I'm going to have to, get some nice Xbow offenses going. I do have Evo Archers in cycle, which means I think I can go in. I'm going to fireball the minions for sure. That is just fireball value in the lane that I want damage in. Gonna archers for his archers. Oh god, okay, I might have just lost the game, guys, because he does block. Well played. Like, we both tried to block, but he blocked better. I'm gonna have to fireball that. Honestly, I can't afford to let that go. Then I late log the graveyard and skeletons. Oh man, if I logged like half a second later, it would have hit those skellies in the back. But that was still a pretty good defense, all things considered. Didn't take too much damage. I think he should have snowballed. It would have definitely gotten a lot more damage with that. I'll go for my knight first. I think I want to pre-Tesla, I guess. Pre-Teslas, as you guys can see, are pretty key in this matchup as well. I think what I'll do now is I'll pre-Archers, even though he has arrows for them. I just want to go for Archers so that I can get the arrows baited out. I can get back to a new pair by the time he goes Giant Graveyard, and I can basically defend the graveyard, like, stress-free, So, yeah, I'm going to go for the Archers now. He can snowball, but he can't really kill them. And, as you can see, pretty good tip. So the pre-cycling of the archers is pretty nice, actually. And I really want to go in right now, but the little prince is problematic. I will log. I think I can go in because I have Evo Archers, but I don't know. I'll knight early to set it up, and then I'll go in. Oh, he goes for the ability. I'll go for my Archers, and then Xbow. Ice Spirit for the LP. There's the giant. I'm going to try and DPS this down so fast. Evo Archer is going to help out big time as well. Going to log 2. And I think I get a small lock here. Please don't go Dark Prince. And we get a small lock that is... Oh, no, we don't actually. Oops, I hallucinated. But still, we get a fireball. And does he let this go? If he lets this go, it's good game. Oh, he does. Oh, bad minions, guys. Oh, that is it now, because that's 2 fireballs. All I have to do is defend 1 more giant graveyard push, and I win. So I'm going to go for the same trick. Pre-cycle archers because he has to arrows them off. And then by the time he does that, I can just go for my new pair of archers. I'm already 1 off. Knight, Tesla, double cycle cards. Already back to new pair of archers. So I think I might just fireball first right now. He goes for the LP ability graveyard. I'll archers for that. Log the graveyard. I need to get back to a log for the tower, actually. So it's not really over yet, but it basically is. I'll go for my Ice Spirit. Low Knight, I think, is best because it has high HP to tank, and then log. And let's go, guys. We just outplayed Giant Graveyard. Pretty tough matchup. Very proud of that win. Honestly, that's why I'm surprised I gave the WoW. But yeah, really happy with that. Just outplayed him pretty much. And that lead in single, was really crucial. So that's going to be top 1,000 in the world, 904. I will go for 1 more win, though. It is not over. Alright, guys. Found a game against Bosk. And, give him the good luck as he gives it back. Also, I actually just played that game straight after the Golem win. I don't know why I said I lost in between and came back up. I mean, I did lose some, but that was earlier, I think. Anyways, he goes for goblins. I'll go for my Ice Spirit. Knight. Okay, Knight Goblins could be Hoggy Q. I'll Xbow opposite. He just use a Knight, though. He doesn't really have anything in cycle for this Xbow in terms of, like, a tank. Okay, Miner. I will Archers for that. I could log to catch him off guard, but I don't think it's worth it. Oh, he actually misplaced the E-Spirit. Let's go. That's going to be a lot of damage. Wow. And that is, like, again, 1,000 damage lead. Wow. What's with me and getting 1,000 damage lead today? Anyways, I will take it for sure. So it looks like Minor poisoned control. Honestly, not a great matchup, but it shouldn't be too bad considering he doesn't look like he has LP or Evo Archers. Both of those would make it a lot worse, I feel. But he has an Evo Knight. iTower, yeah, iTower is great because it's pretty bad against Xbow. It's like the worst building against Xbow in my opinion. Like defensive building at least. You know, when you talk about Cannon, Tesla, Bomb Tower. I feel like Tesla's probably the most annoying against Xbow. Like, I don't want to face it. Cannon is a huge pain too. Bomb Tower is really good as well. But iTower is, like, pretty good. I mean, pretty manageable for the Xbow player. It's 5 elixir, so it's pretty expensive. And then you can pretty much outcycle it. Or, like, if they just pre-iTower like that, it's 5 elixir down the drain. You know, it's no joke. So this Minor control matchup looks decent. Also, he has a delivery, I noticed. So delivery is not going to be really useful at all against Xbow. It does kill the Evo Archers, I believe. But it's not going to do great, all things considered. I'm going to go in right now. I don't want to predict anything because I don't know what he's going to do. He could mix things up. Yeah, he has Evo Knight and Cycle. I just want to bait that out. Don't actually want to waste my Evo Archers on this Xbow Cycle. I'd rather, like, just bait the Evo Knight out, and then I can use Evo Archers in the future to make something happen. So I feel like, you know, single elixir is okay. He defended pretty well. I got a nice lock early on because he misplaced his E-Spirit. And I'll just Fireball back, by the way, because he is poisoning me out. You can't really fall behind in damage. I'll activate King off of this E-Spirit. The skeletons like that. And I'm going to go in now, because I have my Evo Archers. He goes for a Knight the back. I'll Ice Spirit to predict the Inferno Tower. He has to go iTower high. I'll Knight as well. Log, and Evo Archer's going to die. Oh, E-Spirit Log kills Evo Archer. I did not know that interaction, actually. But I guess it does kill Evo Archers, because my one just died on the right. All Archers for the Knight. Go in once more. Just constant pressure, honestly. Goes for a Minor. I'll Ice Spirit Skeletons for that. And Archer gets one hit. I'll Knight now for the iTower, because he kind of has to go for one. Nice. Archers as well, just DPS it down, you know, and then log, and I think I might get a small lock here. Nice, we clipped the E-Spirit, that's pretty huge. Okay, that's basically dead Xbow. Well, I'll kite the Goblins out of range, you know, baby Xbow lock maybe. Yeah, we get about 2 ticks, 110 damage. Baby Xbow locks are pretty crucial. We're still up 1,000 right now, by the way, so chilling. I'm back to my Evo Archers, so I'll go for the Knight to catch the Minor, and I could, yeah, okay, iTower, I'll just snipe that with the Archers, and go in the left, because he's going to have to respond to both lanes. The Knight plus Archers, oh, he gets the Knight down late. He panicked. Nice pre-log for the E-Spirit. I knew he was going to E-Spirit. He had to do that to retarget the Xbow, so I knew he kind of had no choice. That was a really good pre-log on my end, and now it is good game. He is not coming back from all of that damage. Like, he goes Minor poison, but I mean, his tower's at 811. Like, how are you going to come back as a Minor poison player when you're down like 2,000? Let's be real. I guess 1,500 in this case, but yeah, you know what I mean. Anyways, I could honestly just Fireball tower if I want to. I think I will. That's just 3 fireballs, so why not just Fireball? Goes Knight. Like, he's not going to get 2,000 damage, let's be real. Especially if I save my Ice Spirit for the Minor, which is a pretty crucial thing to do as well. Ice Spirit for the Minor. Yeah, he poisons King Tower. I assume that means he gave up, because, like, or, I mean, I already had King activated, but yeah, he did give up. So that was pretty much beautifully played on my end, guys. Flawless execution. Just really utilizing Evo Archers to break through the iTower. I used them many times. I wasn't impatient with them as well, by the way. I was like pretty patient and just calculated with them. So that was a really nice win against, I would say, a decent matchup, honestly. Minor control with delivery. That's going to be another win. 820 in the world. Honestly, I will take it. Really good stuff. And yeah, that's going to be it for my top ladder push, guys. Looking pretty good. Looking primed and ready for the end season weekend to push. Hopefully get my top 1K secured of a finish. That would be pretty nice to get. But yeah, that's about it for the video. So hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I will see you in the next one.